my gosh, it is 12:17 p.m. and definitely feeling a little more tired than I was coming out of the laparoscopy. But I think that's also because it was a super early morning and this whole week has been full of like early morning appointments, so I think it's all just catching up to me. But I can't believe we did it. Okay, yeah, let me make this short so that I can relax and answer all my text messages because I gotta update so many people with the exciting news. Spoiler alert, I have a really, really good report. So the context is, because I don't remember what I recorded earlier, honestly. The context is that at my last ultrasound, the follicle count was 9. And again, different sizes. So my nurse was kind of preparing me to be like, I think you'll at least get 4 for sure on your left. And then she said, I think you'll get at least 1 on your right, maybe 2 on your right. 9 was the total count. And according to the nurse, she was more confident about at least like 5 of them based on their size. So going into today, 9 has been the magic number. And before they wheeled me back, Alex guessed, my mom took a guess at how many we think they'll actually retrieve. So Alex guessed what?
7.
My mom guessed 8. And your girl guessed 9. Because I'm like, you know what, God? I'm going to ask for 9 out of 9, okay? Because I can. So then they woke me up. And Alex was back in the room already with me. And they got 10 eggs. My gosh. I cannot believe it. It literally still feels like I'm dreaming. Partially probably because of the medication, but oh my gosh, I'm so thankful. It just like like we knew it. We called it. God was gonna show up, but he like showed out. Like I didn't think it'd be possible to get more than 9. But with God all things are possible. So I'm so excited, and it just feels like a really, really big answered prayer, and it's just so cool when it actually works out. Like, oh, it's such a good feeling. So yeah, long story short, we had to do all the prep work and stuff, and Alex got to be there for most of it, and then they had to give me an IV. And so if you guys remember from my last surgery, that was a little point of nervousness because I didn't know if they were going to find my vein, blah, blah, blah. And of course she tries to go and find the vein in my arm. And she's like, I don't want to stick you twice. Like, I'm not really finding it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this whole time I've been great until this very moment. And then she starts looking at my hand and she's like, oh, I know it's going to hurt, but like, you have a good vein here. And I'm like, girl, just do your thing. And it went right in, and I just took off my bandage, so it's fine now. But I remember it bruised last time that I had an IV, so I wonder if this will bruise. But anyways, so everything went smooth, and then I was probably only back there for like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. My mom got to come back. She prayed with me. She met the nurse, which her name was Corey, and my like actual nurse that I've been dealing with this whole time, who's been calling me after every monitoring appointment, her name is Corey. And then there was actually another nurse in the actual operating room, and her name was Corey. So I just thought that was a little like wink from God of like, you just got Corys all around you. And so far I've liked all the Corys that I've met, so easy to remember all their names. But had to do some paperwork, of course, verify the protocol that we're choosing, and then surprisingly, I got to keep all my jewelry on, which was new. I wasn't expecting that. And then the anesthesiologist came in, asked me some more questions. Then the actual doctor came in who was doing my procedure. She was super nice. And, which again, another female doctor. I don't know, it just adds a little layer of comfort. Who knows? If you know, you know. And then, oh yeah, so then right before it was my time, which I was second in line, there was already someone there before me. One of the other nurses walked me to the bathroom so I could empty my bladder. And then when I was done, they walked me right to the operating room. So I didn't even get to say bye to you. I feel like I didn't know, like, when she was taking me to the bathroom, it was going to be literally that moment.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like walked out and left you behind, and then I didn't get to say goodbye. While I was in the bathroom, did she come and get you and like tell you to go back to the waiting room? Or?
Yeah, she's probably back to the waiting room.
And did you realize that was my time too?
Yeah, but at that point I didn't.
Okay. So then I walked right into the operating room. Versus with my laparoscopy, they like wheeled me in and like they were already kind of administering the meds, so I didn't know too much of what was going on, but I walked right in, bright lights, machinery everywhere, nurses everywhere. Well, there was like 3 of them. And then I think she was the embryologist, but she came in, confirmed my identity, all that stuff. Then I had to sit like on the bed. And they put all the like, you know, monitoring patches and stuff on me. And the anesthesiologist was in there. And then they put me in these like stirrups. I'm like, oh my gosh. I feel very exposed right now in this very bright, harsh lighting. Whatever, what can you do? And so then they put the oxygen mask on me, and she was like, all right, like, just focus on taking 5 really deep breaths. And I'm just like getting so excited, but feeling so much peace, and just like, wow, we're actually here. It's go time. Like, thank God everything has gone well up until this point. And as I was taking those breaths, Corey, the other operating room nurse, Corey, was like, oh, before you don't remember anything else, I have to tell you that you have really nice teeth. I said, thank you, I appreciate that. It was so nice. And that's literally how I like fell asleep. So that was a pleasant way to go. I didn't get to listen to worship music this time, but I know because it was only a super quick procedure. And then, of course, next thing I know, I'm waking up next to Alex. And a new nurse came in, Rebecca, and I was just hearing, I don't really know, it's kind of fuzzy, hearing questions, hearing talking, hearing Alex's voice. I don't know, I just felt really, really tired.
You were talking.
What was I saying?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what I was saying?
You're like whispering stuff.
Wait, hold on. I kind of remember that. Wait. I think I was praying.
Praying.
See, even when I'm doped up, my first response is to pray. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot I was doing that. I remember doing that. I think I was just like, thank you, Jesus, like that. I survived. They came in, they told us the numbers. I heard the number 10, which is again not what I was expecting at all. And I knew even just hoping for 9 was like, you know, the perfect score. Like, chances are, I mean, nothing's perfect, right? So, you know, my mom and Alex were being more realistic with their guesses, but when she said 10, I'm like, I didn't even know that was an option. So that's just God for you. So, and then I just remember crying a lot. It's like I would stop and then it would start again because I just felt instant joy, instant gratitude. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah, I was so grateful. Still am, obviously, but yeah, and I just wanted to thank all the nurses and just celebrate, and I couldn't wait to go out to the waiting room to tell my mom. But before I could do that, they made me take a little walk around my hospital bed or whatever, and Alex got to help with that, because I guess I just like was not opening my eyes. I don't know. It's not even like I was trying to close them. I was just like being myself, and she kept saying, "You need to open your eyes. You need to open your eyes." I'm like, but I don't want to.
She was a lot nicer. I was the one that was like, you gotta open your eyes at some point.
Yeah, babe, but just let a girl sleep, you know? I just went through a lot.
There's other girls in there that are trying to do the same thing. They're taking up their spot.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I could walk. They gave me some saltines and some water. And I feel great. I feel fine. Literally no pain, no bloat, no discomfort. At least not right now. And yeah, once I could walk, then I got dressed and I went to the waiting room and I told my mom, and we got to hug it out and cry it out and celebrate, and I just like wanted to savor that moment. I like did not want to leave the clinic. I just wanted to sit in that and like process it and just bask in the glory of 10 eggs of this like miracle, which I truly feel like it was, because that's just not what we were expecting. But then at some point you gotta leave, so then we all went to breakfast to celebrate, which that was like a little hope of mine, is that I was feeling well enough to do something, you know. I feel like I felt that same way after my laparoscopy, which is funny. I'm not trying to miss out on any excuse to celebrate. So yeah, we had a little breakfast, and now we are finally driving back home, and I just get to relax the rest of the day, have him take care of me. That's what all the nurses said.
Yep. You just go right to the couch.
I plan on it. And now we wait. We let my body just get rid of all these hormones and regulate and get back to a regular cycle. But also in the meantime, we'll be getting some calls. I think my nurse, Corey, will be calling me tomorrow to let me know how many fertilized, which is our next big number, our next big prayer. And again, at this point, I'm like, 10 out of 10, God. Let's have 10 eggs fertilized. And we'll see. This whole week I should be getting updates, and maybe even a week from now we'll have our embryo count, which is like, I can't even think about that right now, because we've never like made life before, babe. We could actually like make life finally after all these years. So I hope we at least get one. Ay. But okay, that is all. Enough rambling. I'm just gonna enjoy this moment and this medicine. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, any last words, maybe?
Nope. No, just wait. Keep waiting.
I feel like since our consultation with this place, that was my biggest prayer. It's like, God, just let this all happen fast, because we've waited long enough, and now that we're like ready to dive into IVF, like, come on, just let us dive in. Don't delay us anymore. So it's been cool to see how fast time has actually flown, because I know not everyone has that same experience, but like after so many years of waiting to go through an experience like this, and to feel like, oh my gosh, we haven't really done much waiting, it's just been go, like, very thankful for that. So okay, on that note, that is all, and hopefully I'll have some updates after tomorrow's call. Oh my gosh, okay, but at least like the hard part is over, so